The 2025 Top Remnant Kids Audition and the Top Remnant Praise Competition has begun. The 2025 World College Retreat will take place from February 3rd through the 5th at the Deokpyeong RUTC. The 2025 MRTS is taking incoming students and remnant internships for those about to enlist. Hello and welcome to the RUTC News. The 2025 Top Remnant Kids Edition, which expresses the God-given grace through song and body worship, and the praise competition, which has the Remnant Confession of Faith, has begun.
빛의 망대로 일어설 렘넌트들이 하나님이 주신 은혜를 몸으로 찬양으로 표현할 시간 2025 탑 렘넌트 퀴즈 오디션이 시작됩니다. 이번 오디션은 2월 8일 영남권을 시작으로 각 지역과 해외에서도 차례대로 진행됩니다. 지원 대상은 초등학생이며 보컬과 몸 찬양 분야에 참여할 수 있습니다. 오디션은 핵심 예배 후 핵심 장소에서 진행되며 각 지역에서 진행되는 사전 연습과 찬양 캠프, 녹화가 진행되는 합숙 일정에 모두 참여할 수 있어야 지원이 가능합니다. 합숙 일정은 5월 5일부터 9일까지. 특히 TCK 렘넌트들에게는 가산점이 주어지며 해외 렘넌트들은 영상 오디션으로 참여할 수 있습니다. 전체 오디션 일정은 2월 8일 영남권 외관선교교회를 시작으로 2월 15일 일본 나고야에서 2월 22일은 광주 에덴교회에서 3월 1일 중부권 오디션은 덕평 RUTC에서 3월 15일 수도권 오디션은 의정부 반석교회에서 진행되며 4월 5일 제주도권 오디션은 제주 서영교회에서 마무리됩니다. 2월 5일 수요일 오후 6시까지 지원받으며 자세한 사항은 위아 공지사항에서 확인해주세요. 하나님이 주신 은혜를 찬양으로 고백할 렘넌트들을 기다립니다. 렘넌트들! 2025 탑 렘넌트 퀴즈 오디션 지금 함께해요. 안녕!
The Top Remnant Praise Competition, where all those in the evangelism movement can express through lyrics and music the grace and covenant God has given, is taking place since January 6th. The competition runs until March 8th and can be applied through email with a recording file of the lyrics and voice attached. Detailed info is available at WEEA. The 2025 World College Retreat will take place from February 3rd for 3 days at the Deokpyeong RUTC. The World College Retreat with the theme Start with the Secret Things of God will gather the college-committed workers to save the 20,000 colleges across the world. Reverend Yu will relay 3 lectures starting with Lecture 1 at 10 a.m. on the 4th, Lecture 2 at 7 p.m., and Lecture 3 at 10 a.m. on the 5th the next day. There will be special lectures on culture and addiction prevention, and meetings according to specialization and region, as well as a cultural festival and prayer meeting. Registration confirmation begins at Deokpyeong RUTC Building C, first floor at 1 p.m. Name tags must be picked up by the individual. They cannot be picked up by group or somebody else. Also prepare toiletries and a towel, and you must put your bags in the room assigned on your name tag before entering the main hall. The Military Remnant Theological Seminary, MRTS, is taking the 3rd class of incoming students for the 2025 academic year. To arm soldiers, police officers, and military ministers with theology, the cyber-specialized theological seminary takes place online with the same curriculum as RTS. For full-time soldiers and workers to continue to study without burden, there are about 3 hours of lectures per week in a trimester system that runs for 3 years for a total of 9 semesters. After graduation, you can transfer to the main RTS undergrad or seminary studies. MRTS currently has 120 students studying in the first and second classes. Registrations are open on February 1st for active duty and reserve forces, as well as police officers, civil servants, and military families and parents. For detailed info and questions, there is a phone number provided. Meanwhile, the United World Military Missions Association will run an online internship for remnants about to enlist on February 15th, focusing on training to enjoy the 777 blessing, which raises the absolute partisan in the military field. We encourage many remnants about to enlist to participate. Remnant University, which nurtures and commissions the pastors and evangelism disciples to save the empty fields of the 237 nations and 5,000 tribes, is taking incoming students for the 2025 spring semester. Degrees are available for BA, MA, PhD in missiology, MDiv, DMin, and non-degree courses are available for Evangelism Disciple course and Female Evangelist class. Registrations are open until February 27th. The Remnant University Korea is taking incoming students for 2025. Available courses include the Evangelist course and the Lay Leader course limited to 50 people recommended by the Church Officer Graduate School. Registrations are open until February 10th. The 2025 Spring Semester Online Evangelism Institute to train the absolute partisan which saves the field is taking trainee applications starting February 15th. The registration period is until March 7th. Classes begin March 15th, and according to personal schedules, without limitation, you can receive 12 weeks of training. Trainees must turn in handwritten notes after viewing designated semester lecture videos and one recent message report, select essential reading report, evangelism field report, and take the headquarters designated training. All reports can be turned in by a photo or scanned file. The 2025 Medical Legal Professionals Retreat took place with the theme Disciples Who Need a Different Strength during the Lunar New Year on January 29th and 30th for 2 days at the 237 Center. On the 29th, with the theme The Three Courtyards of the Medical Professional, there was a time of forum and specialized communication with medical specialists. On the 30th, the second day, with the presiding prayer and special song by medical legal professionals, 2 messages of the covenant which will be fulfilled in the medical legal field were proclaimed. Reverend Yu relayed the message for the disciples in the medical legal field to know the Nephilim properly and begin the actual healing of that field scientifically, medically, and through the gospel. And also through the legal professionals who understands the gospel, evangelism, and missions, God will open the way of evangelization through the law, and to relay this answer to the posterity. Meanwhile, before the message, he met with remnant medical legal specialists and church officers to communicate the field and confirm the mission to save. The World Children's Retreat with the theme Start of the Lord's Partisan will take place from February 10th through the 15th at the Deokpyeong RUTC. The first group from February 10th through 12th will be geared toward the 1st through 3rd graders. The second group from the 13th through the 15th geared toward the 4th through 6th graders. Limited on-site registration will be available for the first group. Especially, this retreat features a culture festival, and any individual or church can participate by applying ahead of time. Meanwhile, staff members for administration, praise, medical teams are being recruited. The elementary camp training to establish the gospel foundations for the remnants, to raise them as the disciples to continue the pure gospel movement, word movement, prayer movement of Tarakbang in the field of the 237 nations and 5,000 tribes, taking place from February 17th through the 19th for 3 days at the Deokpyeong RUTC. The training is geared toward 2025 4th through 6th graders, and registrations are open until February 8th at WEEA. Meanwhile, registrations are open for camp training room leaders. Room leaders with elementary camp training experience or graduates of the Elementary or Youth Evangelism Institute or current elementary institute teachers will take priority. This week's offering news. Evangelism disciples across the nation and the world continue to give their offering for the 237 Center and RUTC. Announcements. February 8th, Saturday Core will be centered on the Yeongnam Chapter United Gyeongbuk Region at the Waegwan Mission Church.
Prayer is the greatest weapon against the 12 strategies of Satan. Through the 777 prayer, may you live the life of the evangelist to receive true strength and relay the blessing in the field. This concludes the news. Thank you.